and all the leaders, the fil-ams leaders of Southern California. I'm supposed to say Southeast Florida. Congratulations. You have done a wonderful job. You have shown what unity is all about. And you have shown what patriotism is all about. By coming together and finishing and accomplishing such a Herculean task of erecting the tallest bronze statue of Dr. Rizal in the 48th contiguous states and Alaska. In Hawaii. I have traveled the whole breadth of the United States in my capacity, and also Europe and Asia. Believe me, I have seen so much camaraderie and unity that you have displayed here tonight and all day. So, if Rizal is here today, he would say, "Salud, compañeros y compañeras." He will salute you. And we salute you, Dr. Rizal, because you are helping us accomplish our goal, that is to inculcate and promote the lofty ideals and principles of Dr. Jose Rizal to all people. But I do have a challenge for you, ladies and gentlemen. When I was in Hawaii, there was a couple of young adults who were our members of our panel, and what I gathered from them is that they lost their identity as a fil-am. Not because they don't love the Philippines, it's because of the way they were being brought up. That to them, if they speak Filipino, it's not a disgrace, but it was a handicap. Their parents would tell them, speak English, assimilate with the mainstream, so that you will succeed. So we asked them why. What do they want from us, the nice result? It was simple, he said, please, teach us, show us. Not by teaching, but by deeds. Show us why we should be proud to be a Filipino. Leon's answer we gave him is this. Dr. Rizal is the embodiment of what a Filipino is. Actually, the Knights of Rizal's motto for this year is keeping Rizal alive in every Filipino. So, because who is Dr. Rizal if you don't know him? Well, he is a man of many talents, endowed with many traits and skills, a polyglot, speaks so many languages, and actually the last one we know is that he speaks also Hebrew and Arabic. I didn't know that. Jose Rizal was known to be a womanizer. Why? Because he has 9 girlfriends? No, it's because he respects women. His role model is his mother. It was because of the way the friars have treated her mother, making her walk miles and miles, is the one that sparked or awakened his curiosity of how the Filipinos are being treated. That's why when he went to Spain, he didn't go there to ask for independence. He went there to fight for equality in education. Not to be winned out from the Spanish government, but to improve and open up education to our Hawaiians, the Indians, because they were not being taught in Spanish but their local languages. So he was very much aware of discrimination. Luckily, when he was in Europe, the age of enlightenment at that time was prevalent. Free thinkers were abound for freedom, equality, liberty, and fraternity. That motto is very familiar to the Masons because Dr. Rizal is a master Mason, inducted in the Lodge of Acadia in Madrid. As a matter of fact, Dr. Rizal's accomplices, I would say, were all master Masons: Marcelo Ixel Pilar, Lopez Haina, Apacible, Antonio Luna, to name but a few. Actually, there is also similarity in our history with the United States. The founders and the forefathers of this country were all mostly master Masons. So is our country. You have Bonifacio, Mabini, and Aguinaldo. Why do I mention this? It's because Masonry is interwoven in our history, and Dr. Rizal is one of us. So, in closing, let me say this. The Philippine Revolution was spawned by his novels, the Nolimitan Korean Elfie Teresmo, and triggered by his martyrdom, was the first in Asia. It opened the floodgate of liberation against Western imperialism. He was the first. That's why he's the first in this international garden of sculptures. Thank you. And for reference to unity, let me quote what he said in his letter to the women of Malolos. He who loves his independence must first aid his fellow man, because he who refuses protection to others will find himself without it. The isolated rib in the burrito, this is a type of palm, is easily broken, but not so the broom made of the ribs of the same palm together. Thank you, and maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.